Okay, before this video starts, I want to start this off by saying I'm only a couple of months into my self-employment journey, so everything I'm saying and telling you guys is based off 4 to 5 months of being self-employed or working for yourself, basically. And right now the sun is the sun is out. It's hotter than a bad bitch right now. It's too damn hot right now, but we gotta watch the automobile because today we're going location scouting for some future photo shoots that I have. Let's stick this stuff for car wash real quick. One of the perks of being self-employed that everyone talks about, oh my god, you get to wake up at any time that you want, you know? Before, when I used to work, I used to get up at around 6, sometimes 5 to go work out, do everything that I have to do in the morning before I have to go for my job that started at around 8 or 9. Depending on the day. So I used to have to wake up very early so that I could get some work done, go work out before I go to work. But now I wake up at around 7, sometimes 8, do my little mini workout, take the dog for a walk, come back, make a little breakfast situation, you know what I'm saying? Then at that point I look at what I have to do for that day. If it's a Monday or a Sunday, I have to plan out what I have to do for the whole week. Now, since this week has just started, I look at what I have to do. Now I have to scout for the location for a shoot that I have coming up. So now today is a scouting day and editing day. At the stage that I'm at in my career, I guess that's where the good stuff ends. The good stuff ends at me being able to choose what I want to do with my life and doing that every day. And to me, although it's work that I want to do. And the reason why I stopped working for other people is that I just hated the repetitiveness of the certain work that was being offered to me. I don't know if it's even a quote or anything like that, but I just read this somewhere. If you don't create a purpose for yourself, someone will create that for you. And I always hear that at the back of my head when I wake up. No, I don't. Why did I say that? But not every day that I wake up, but most of the times I think about just going back to working for someone else. I think about that in my head. That's probably not the right. I haven't said it the right way, but you guys get what I'm saying. If you don't do it for yourself, someone will. If you don't give yourself rules, someone will give you rules. That does not make it better. But you know what I'm saying, guys. You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. It's a nice little location. You know what I'm saying. It's a storage unit spot. But I just like the contrast with the brick and stuff. It just makes any photo that I would like to take here look fire. I like to go all the way down here to these ones with the white, you know. Look at this. We already know these are about to be some bang. It's hot as shit, but I'm literally out here. I haven't been kicked out yet, so I'll probably use this opportunity as I can. But this is a spot that I found. I like the way it's, I probably wouldn't shoot when the sun is out like this, but this is a good spot. Look at this. I'll show you guys. Look at that. That's a photo right there. So I'm gonna take some test photos just to get a picture of what I want my image will look like. So another part of working for yourself is that no one is coming to save you. You have to find a way to get money because you don't have a boss that's gonna pay you. You gotta look for a way to make money, and you gotta look for a way to improve yourself. You have to work on yourself every single day. Every day that wakes up, it doesn't matter if it's Sunday, Monday, or work on your business every single day. But life is gonna come at you and say, hey, bills need to be paid. Where's the money at? And you don't have the money because you're sitting around trying to think, oh, what am I gonna do? Just get up and do anything. If you don't know what you're gonna do yet, get up and try anything. You guys know my photography. I love leading lines. I had to wear white to reflect some sunlight off because it's too damn bright.
Yeah, since I got paid, it ain't the same. Young had dreams and the belly been tame. Turn 23 or put 20 on the range. Told her how to get out the way. I don't got time today. With a dead hoe, she a leg. Fuck the end and kicked out like the rest. Jet put 50 on the wrist. Might put 10 on your bitch.
UND, blah. Got my Argentina shirt. that was gifted to me. Always trying to get different angles. Got the everyday filter on. I don't know if you guys can see that. I know you guys are gonna be like, "Oh, Calvin, you're always taking photos of your car." Yeah, of course I'm gonna take photos of my car because I love the slow beauty. Plus, it's the only test subjects that I have. So based off of this is where I get the inspiration. And this be from Cash, not from YouTube. Another thing I've realized along this journey is that it sounds corny when I say believe in yourself, but you have to believe in the vision that you have in your head. And not everyone is gonna see that. People are gonna think you're wasting your time, you're not doing anything with your life. But only you see the vision in your head. You will try your best to explain it to people, but they won't get it as clear as you get it in your own head. And sometimes you may be like, maybe they're right. Maybe I should probably just get a job. But you have to see through all that and remember why you chose to leave the job you were at in the first place. And maybe this is like I'm telling this to myself, but since I've just started, but I know the vision that I have in my head and I know where I want to be, and it does not involve working for someone else. And you have to believe it yourself. If you don't believe it yourself, find a way to believe it, because you have to believe that you'll be put in situations where you'll be like, yeah, I should probably just get a job somewhere else. But don't surround yourself with people that have a closed up mindset, people that think small. Don't surround yourself with people that think small, because the more you surround yourself with those people, you find yourself thinking like, maybe I should just get this job. Maybe I should get a job. Maybe I should do this. Don't surround yourself with people that think like that. Because once you surround yourself with people that think like that, you start thinking like that. And you think, maybe my goals are too broad. Maybe I shoot too far. You know what I'm saying? So basically what I'm trying to say is that watch who you surround yourself with, because they will affect what you think about your goals too. They may start making you think like your goals are worthless, So be mindful of that too. And another thing, something that I recently faced myself not too long ago. So on Friday, I launched my frames, which are going to be linked down in the description. You could go check them out, see if you like them or not. So I launched my first project, my first frames, and I only sold like 2. Of course, it does not feel good working on something for a couple of weeks, even months, just for it to not work out as you planned. But I prepared myself mentally for this. Basically what I'm trying to say is that prepare to fail, because you're going to fail a couple of times. And the frames are not my first failure, and they're not gonna be my last. I know I'm gonna fail in the future, but I'm also gonna succeed in the future. And I learned that I don't necessarily blame myself too much for the failure, because that's out of my hand. I did everything I could, but I could learn that I probably did something wrong. Maybe I didn't do a great job marketing the frames. That's why they didn't sell. I have to look into myself and find out why this project didn't go as planned, because there's always a reason. It's not because the universe hates me or anything. There's always a reason why your project that you were working on didn't sell, or your thing that you're trying to sell didn't sell. Maybe I didn't market it well. Maybe the product itself, like the frames themselves are not as good. Maybe I need to get better photos. And I have to look at all of that and be like, okay, in my next project, I have to consider all these things before I launch. You know what I'm saying? So there is that too. You have to keep that in mind too. You're going to fail in so many ways. And you have to be able to put yourself in a position where you don't blame yourself for the failure. You know what I'm saying? Be like, okay, this is not gonna work out as well as I think it's going to, and that's okay. I'll put in more effort in the thing that I'll launch next. And once you have that mindset, I don't think there's anything that could crack that. Be like you're viewing the problem from the outside. Don't be one with the problem. Step away from the problem and be like, okay, why did this happen? What can I do to make sure this doesn't happen again? If you're interested in seeing the frames, they're going to be linked down in the description. Go check them out. Give me some constructive criticism. Is that the word? Tell me what you think about them. You don't even have to buy. You have to tell me what you think, if you like them or not, or what could I have changed to make the frames better, or what would you like to see in the frames. Please let me know. I would like to know, because that helps me out too in my next frames that will be coming out. The point is, don't identify yourself with those failures, because once you do that, you're cooked, buddy. You're cooked. Speaking of marketing the frames, I did a small little campaign for the frames, but it was so last minute and it was not planned out really well, and I feel like I wasn't able to get the idea out. But I could show you guys. Maybe I should post them. And that's another thing that I'm working on too in my head. Because the whole time while I was doing this project, I was in my head, I was like, no one's gonna buy these. Why would anyone buy these? Why would anyone buy these? And I feel like that kind of contributed to me not caring much about the project, because I was like, I shouldn't put in all this effort because I know no one's gonna buy the frames. So I ended up kind of doing mediocre work for it. I tried to market it a little bit, but I barely marketed it. I feel like I had to get my mind right too, because that kind of contributed to me as much effort as I should have. Because in my head I was thinking, this is not gonna sell, so I shouldn't put any effort into it. So I feel like that's another thing that I have to work on, my mindset going into projects. I shouldn't be thinking it's not gonna succeed, because one thing that I've learned, if you think that something is not gonna work out, it's not gonna work out. If you go into it with a certain mindset, let's say you're going to play football or something like that. I always say football, but let's say you're going to play football. A team's going to play football. If the team's mindset is that we're gonna lose, guess what? They're not gonna work hard to win the game. You know what I'm saying? But if the team's mindset is we're going to win, these guys can beat us, we're going to win, guess what? They'll do everything they can in their power to win. Even if they lose, they'll try their best to win. So I feel like that mindset was the one that was going through my head as I was launching these frames. In my head, I was like, no one's gonna buy these, so I probably shouldn't put even much energy. So I basically gave up before I even give the project a chance to shine, you know? But yeah, that's another thought that I was thinking about after dealing with that failure. But it's not, to be honest, it's not really a failure, because the frames are still up. People can still buy them. I can still market them, because they've only been up for 3 days. So I don't know. I'll see how that goes. I gotta learn how to cook, bro. I can't keep order Domino's. I can't keep eating Domino's, bro. Shit is not healthy, bro, but I just can't cook for shit. But I don't know what to do. So I have to learn how to cook, bro. There has to be a better way. Do you guys know any, like, have any of you guys tried, like, BetterHelp? Is that BetterHelp? Is that the one? Fresh? No, BetterHelp is like a therapy, right? What's the other one? The fresh one. HelloFresh. Have you guys tried that stuff? Is it worth it? Most of my friends have told me it's So I don't know. What do you guys think? If you guys know any other food like subscription service that's good, honestly at this point I'll subscribe to it, because man, I can't keep eating pizza, bro. But it's so easy, bro. It's so easy to get pizza, because you know you could just eat it. You don't have to go through the whole making process. But I began, bro. This has to be killing. This has to be taking a couple years of my life for sure. Domino's, it has to be taking a couple years. Maybe I look 30 minutes of your life every time you eat a slice of pizza. I don't know, but I need help. Thank you. Thank you. Put it in the back seat. Put it in the back seat.
And another thing that's like, I would recommend finding something that you could use to take off the pressure and distract yourself from anything that's not work. It's you know, you hear people saying, work, 24/7, I don't sleep. David Goggins, you hear those guys, but the truth is you need to find a way to let loose, you know, to let out all the pressure. Some people drink, some people go out to party, but I don't really recommend drinking, because it's a risky play. Drinking is a risky play. Only do it if you know you could control yourself. But still then I wouldn't recommend it because of the side effects, health effects. You can drink once in a while, but I'm not saying don't drink, but I'm saying don't drink as a way to like decompress or something like that. I usually go for drives. I go for late night drives. I just drive around. Sometimes I put music on, sometimes I don't. I just cruise around, man, and relax. Use that time to not think about work. And yeah, that's about it. With that, it's very important to take that time for yourself. And yeah, so the frames are linked down below. Go check them out. Let me know what you actually think. Don't just be like, oh, they're fire, or oh, they're bad. Just tell me, oh, this could have been better, that could have been better. And yeah, I appreciate every single one of you guys that watches. Now I have to go get those photos so I can have them in the video by tomorrow. And yeah, that's why I appreciate every single one of you that watches. Classes will be coming out soon. You can go follow me on Instagram. I realize you should start doing that. Follow me on Instagram and subscribe to this YouTube channel too. I forget to do that because most of the time, I really don't want people to be, honestly, I don't want people to be, because this is kind of like a diary entry, but if you find it interesting, you could subscribe to the IG, to the Instagram, to the YouTube, subscribe to the follow on Instagram. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you for watching.